very much.
Hey everybody, it's Edie and welcome to Mixed Mediology. Today's video is a vlog, so if you're looking for art, not gonna happen today, but stick around because I will have a new art video for you next week. Let's see, yeah, spring break was interesting. So, we went to Rome and Florence for spring break. And we'd done Rome before, but we were not able to see the Coliseum. So that was really the only reason we went to Rome this time. So we went to Rome, we finally got to see the Coliseum, and it took us 4 attempts to get inside. So once we finally got inside, it was kind of a letdown. But it was really cool. Like it was really cool to see inside and see where they actually used to have the fights. You know, they would, like, all the people who were due to be hanged would be dragged through naked, screaming, tossed into wild animals, and the gladiators would fight in there, and it was really cool to actually see that. But yeah, it was a lot of attempts to get in there and then to have it just be what it was. But anyway, if you've never been to the Coliseum, it's great. And then we went to Florence, and oh, man, we were only in one little area. So if you go to Italy and are looking to like hang out there for any length of time, I really recommend you do exactly the opposite of what I did. So we rented a car, we drove from Rome to Florence. It's only like a 2.5, 3 hour drive. So that part was great. But we should have turned our car in, and instead we kept the car. So we get to our hotel, which our hotel is like not marked at all. We had to happen to see the number and go into the building before we discovered we were in the right place. So we get there, and then they don't have parking. They can't even recommend a place for you to park. So we had to drive around and hope to find a parking place. And then I didn't videotape it, but I should have. Oh my God. Like, the parking lot that we found was really more of a parking room, because it said parking, and it was like the little parking garage sign. So we turned in, you go down the little ramp into what you think is the parking garage, and it's literally a room, not much bigger than my studio. And the cars here are like this big, and there were already like 6 cars parked in this room, and there was one space for us to park, and you had to like pull into one space and then back into the actual parking space. And so, I don't know if you've ever seen the movie RV. You know when Robin Williams is like, drive, reverse, and he's just trying to get out of the friggin' driveway? Okay, that was us. In this little parking garage. It took my husband probably a 30-point turn to get our car from this direction back into a parking place. It was crazy, and he was actually a little bit delirious, so he was like, eek, eek, on the horn. If you've never seen RV, none of that just made any sense to you, but whatever, watch it because it's hilarious. So that was ordeal number 1. We finally got parked, and we leave our parked car in this parking garage for 3 days. I do not recommend this, because when we got our car out of the parking garage, it was €96 just to park there for 2 nights. So yeah, don't recommend doing that. We never moved our car. First of all, we weren't about to attempt to get it out of there and get it back in there. And we didn't need it. Like, everywhere we went was right there in the vicinity of our hotel. So we didn't even need our car. Don't rent a car if you're going to Florence. Take the bus. Or Rome. Don't rent a car in Rome. Take the bus. And driving is a nightmare. Take the bus. And the metro. The metro is great. So, okay. So we get the car parked, and we finally start walking around. And the first day we're there, we just look at some shops and have dinner. And we're just, you know, just feeling out the area and exploring what's around us. The next day, I woke up feeling horrible. Horrible. I didn't even want to get out of bed, but that was the day we had scheduled to go see Galleria dell'Accademia, which is where the David is, and then that's also the day we were scheduled to go see the Uffizi museum. So there was no way I was going to miss out on any of that. My camera's about to die. Hold on. if you know me, I want to see everything. Like, I want to go down every hallway. I want to look at every single painting. I want to read the little blurbs about them. I want to look at every sculpture. I want to make sure we didn't miss anything in the whole building. I want to look at every single little souvenir. Like, I want to see everything. But I felt so horrible that day. Like, I was just feeling exhausted and just blah. I just didn't feel good, and I had a really massive headache, and it was just really bad. But I toughed it out, and we went on to the museums anyway. And my husband and my son weren't feeling great, but they weren't feeling like I was. And so we got to see the David. Oh man, the dude, like, I had no idea it was that huge to begin with. He's over 20 feet tall. Like, not the pedestal he's on. David himself is over 20 feet tall. He's massive, he's huge. And you can see every fine detail, like his fingernails and the scowl on his face. I also didn't know he was so angry looking. But yeah, you can see like everything, every vein in his arms and in his legs and his muscles, like every little line of his muscles you can see. And it's just like, I could stare at that thing for hours. I walked around it just looking at it, because the detail is absolutely exquisite. And I have no idea, being back in the time they were in with the tools that they had available, I have no idea how someone could carve that from a block of marble. I cannot wrap my brain around it. It's breathtaking. So we go see the David, and we're looking around the Galleria dell'Accademia, and I think that was the only like major artwork in there. I don't think there was any other paintings or anything in there that were like well known, but there was some really beautiful art in that museum. So we leave there and we hunt down the Uffizi Museum. We thought the Uffizi was one building that we had stared at for like 2 days, and then come to find out it wasn't it. It was like down the street and around the corner and back behind the block and up on the thing, and yeah, it was not easy to find. And then you have to wait in line to get your tickets to get in the door, but you can only do that 15 minutes before your ticket time says, and then you have to wait in line for 15 minutes, and then you have to go wait in the other line, and then you can go through the door. Oh my gosh. These are the things that TripAdvisor doesn't tell you. So if you plan to go to any museums here, book your tickets in advance, find the ticket office hours ahead of time, get your tickets hours ahead of time if you're allowed to, and then go get in line before your ticket time, but not too much before your ticket time, because they won't let you in early. Like, our tickets for Uffizi were at 12:15. That was our entry time. So I couldn't even go get in line for my tickets until 12 o'clock. And then I could get my ticket, and then I could go stand in line to actually get into the museum. Some places are different. Like the Galleria dell'Accademia, I could get my tickets that morning, anytime that morning, but then I still had to stand in line to get into the museum. So always buy your tickets online. Always know what time you want to go into the museum, and give yourself time to go get your tickets ahead of time. Yes, travel tip from Edie. Learn from my mistakes. So we finally get into the Uffizi, and by this time, it's 12:15, and by this time I'm pretty much done for the day, and we haven't even entered the building. I was feeling like crap. I felt like shit. I didn't want to walk. I just wanted to lay down. I felt like I was going to collapse. So we go through the Uffizi, and there was so much amazing art in that building, and it was massive. I had no idea it was that big, because from the outside it does not look that big. And again, I'm the kind of person, like, I want to see everything. I want to go look at every single painting and look at all the details and, you know, like, look at it, stare at it. I would touch it, but they won't let me. So we're walking through the Uffizi, and every time we turned a corner to see yet another hallway, I was like, oh my God, is it over yet? Like, I just wanted it to be done. But I'm telling you, I saw the Birth of Venus, the painting. She's behind glass. I really wish it wasn't behind glass, because the glass just takes away from it. But it was really, really gorgeous. Like, the detail and the colors and everything, it was really, really beautiful. And then I got to see Bacchus, and I saw this painting. I had never seen it before. It's called Spring. And sorry, I had to go get my book. So I got this catalog from the Uffizi Museum, and it's a catalog of every painting and every sculpture that's inside the museum. So for those of you who are not familiar with the Birth of Venus, this is the painting that I'm talking about. This is the one that's behind glass that I really wish had not been behind glass, but oh well. Anyway, what I was saying before was I saw this painting and I had never seen it before, and it is called Primavera by Sandro Botticelli. I love Botticelli so much. So look at this painting. It is gorgeous. So the Birth of Venus was really beautiful, but the colors are not very vibrant on that painting, and I don't know if it's just from age or if it's the colors that were used. This painting, oh my god, like the colors jump out at you. So this is one of my new favorites, and the sign said spring, so I think primavera may also mean spring in English. I think primavera is Italian. Anyway, this was another one of my favorites. This is called Pallas and the Centaur, and it's also by Sandro Botticelli. Look at this. Oh my god. Like, these paintings, I just wanted to stare at them. As horrible as I felt, when I saw something like this, I just wanted to stare at it. And then some of the other really cool things that I saw were, I mean, there were a ton. There were a ton of famous, well-recognized paintings in this place. But some of the ones that I just, you instantly know them when you see them are this one. It's called The Adolescent Bacchus by Caravaggio. It's this one. I hope that's in focus. And this was really freaking cool too. This is Head of Medusa by Caravaggio. This is on a big ass shield. Or yeah, like a shield. And it's probably about this big around. It's cool. It's huge. It's cool. So yeah, so we're walking through the Uffizi, and by the end of it was a 3-hour tour. Like, we literally walked through that museum for 3 hours, and I really did skip an entire hallway just because I didn't see it. I was kind of out of it at that point. I was feeling horrible. My husband and my son were starting to feel even worse as the day went on. So 3 hours later, we finally escaped the museum. And you had to walk up flights of stairs. Again, if you come to Italy, be prepared to walk. And I don't mean like walking on your treadmill, because I can walk on my treadmill. Walking in Italy is not like walking on a treadmill, because you're up and you're down and you're on the sidewalk and you're off the sidewalk, and then there's broken sidewalk that you have to jump over or step around or go over or walk through, and then you have to walk up and down stairs, and the stairs are never ending. And you're up and down hill, because it's not flat here. It's very up and down hill. So yeah, if you're planning to tour Italy, set your treadmill on the most ridiculous setting it'll go on. Up, down, fast, slow, up, down, fast, slow, whatever. And practice on that. And then you might be prepared. So we had to walk up like 6 flights of stairs to get through the whole Uffizi museum. So by the 3 hours later, I'm done. I can barely make it back to our hotel room because we walked from the hotel to the museum. I could barely make it back to the hotel room. I wasn't sick necessarily, but I felt like I was going to crash. I felt like I was going to pass out or something. So we finally get back to the hotel, and I literally did crash. Like, I went to sleep and I slept for probably 6 hours before I could even lift my head off the pillow. And I woke up and we had junk food for dinner because that's all we had in the hotel room, and none of us wanted to leave. So we had like chips and cake for dinner. And then I went right back to sleep. And the next morning, I woke up. I think we had food poisoning. It was either food poisoning or a really nasty virus, but we ended up being sick for 5 days. All 3 of us. I had it worse, so if it was food poisoning, I think it was something that I ate that they tried, because we always try each other's meals. But man, dude, I was down for 5 days. Sick. It was bad. So the last day, the day after the Uffizi, was the day we were flying back home. But we made a quick little stop to Pisa, and I got to see the Leaning Tower of Pisa, which is really cool and weird looking. Like, even the ground is unlevel. It looks like it was built that way on purpose, because the whole thing is just like not quite right. So yeah, that was it. Oh, when we came out of the Uffizi, we're walking around the little shops and everything again, and I found this. So I got two things on the trip, my two favorites. So we leave the Uffizi and did we go anywhere? Oh, we were just walking back. We're walking back from the museum back to our hotel, and I was in no mood to shop or do anything at that point. But as we're walking past, I saw one thing, and I went and I bought the one thing and kept walking. I didn't even continue to look at the stand. But this is what I got. So if you remember the painting that I showed you, Spring. Now watch, I won't be able to find it again now. Primavera by Botticelli. It's right here somewhere. Oh, this painting. So this is one of my new favorite paintings. So we leave the Uffizi and I find this. This is the triple goddess that's in that painting. And this is leather, but it's embossed leather. I don't know if you can see it, but they pop off the page. Like, oh my God. So leather and embossed leather. And so it's a journal, and it's got really nice paper in the journal. But also, this is just a cover. So really, I could take it off, take the cover off, and just put it on any book I want. Oh. So even after this journal is done, I can still use my beautiful, beautiful cover. So I'm really excited about that. So after Pisa, we drive the 3 hours back to Rome because that's where we flew out of. We flew out of Rome to come back home to Sicily. The Rome airport was a complete clusterfuck. I'm not even going to get into all the details, but there was changing gates and moving this and not knowing where that was, and this was not happening. And I just could not wait to get home. Plus, I was sick on top of it, and it was just sucked. The Rome airport really just sucked. So we go through the Rome airport and I'm done at this point. Like, I just want to be home and I don't want to talk to anybody. I'm angry and moody and on the verge of tears, and it was just really bad. So we're walking to our gate in Rome, finally the correct gate, and I see like the light at the end of the tunnel. We're walking and I see a Moleskine store, like a real Moleskine store inside the airport. I was so happy. I was so happy. And then my husband's like, no, we just got to go find our gate first. And I'm like, Moleskine, Moleskine. I said, the only thing that's making me happy at this point, you're going to make me walk past it? And he said yes, and made me keep walking. So we go check in and we leave our stuff at the gate and we go back to the Moleskine store. There was so many pretty things in that store. Oh my God. Like, I was opening them all up and touching all the papers. And I decided on one. I decided to just get one because, like, literally we had no room in our luggage. I had to carry this in my hand. Actually, it came in a cute little Moleskine bag. Look here. It came in the Moleskine bag. And so I had to carry it like this on the plane because I had no room anywhere else. But what I got was the art journal. Now, if you haven't seen the Moleskine art journal, they have tons of different journals. Like, there was a really cool movie one. I really liked the movie one, and I almost bought that. But since we were on a tour and we went to all the art museums this time, I decided to get the art one, and I'll probably order the movie one later. Anyway, so they have like wine journals and baby journals and wedding planning journals and home journals and daily life journals and sketchbooks, and dude, it's Moleskine and they are awesome. But anyway, the art journal. When I first saw it, I thought it was just an art journal. Just, you know, maybe hopefully like the old cardstock kind of pages and just blank pages, but it's not. It's an actual like journal about art journal. So let me scoot in here so you can see. So there are different little sections. They had cool stamps inside the Moleskine store too, and I stamped every single stamp inside my book. Didn't care what it was, I stamped them. So I got the really cool stamps. And then inside the journal are all these different sections. So the first section is for your favorite places. And you can put like their website and their phone number and why you like it. There's a contemporary and modern art exhibition. Lists the when it is and where it is. Then there is a contemporary art history timeline. And it actually opens out. Oops. And it just tells you all the different movements and when they started. And kind of how long it lasted. Then there are these little tabbed sections. And the sections are wish list, visits, artworks, my collection, and books, etc. So in the wish list section are, it says I'd like, why, inspired by, and next step, and then notes. So I'm assuming this is not your wish list for the art store. This is not like your art supply wish list that goes on Amazon. This is for like the artwork you would like to buy or own from someone, or you know, maybe a custom order you'd like to have made from someone. So this is just a really cool little section for you so that you don't forget about it, because we see people's artwork or we see, you know, a painting that we'd like to own, and then life gets in the way and then you forget about it, and then, you know, it just doesn't happen. But if you have something like this, and even if you don't have this book, you can start this kind of a list in your own art journal or in your own journal that you keep, like your yearly journal or whatever it is. This kind of a setup where when you see an artist that you really like and you'd like to own some artwork by them, write their information down so that when you do have the funds available and when you are ready to invest in art, you have someplace to go look and say, oh yeah, whose art did I want to buy? And then you can kind of refresh your memory and go back and pick something and actually support that artist. I think that's a brilliant idea, and I'm totally going to fill in this section because there's a lot of artists that I would like to buy their art. Yeah. The next section is called visits. So where did you go, the address, who were you with, who is the curator, artworks, location, setting, atmosphere, black mark, and gold star. So you can write all about your experience, where you visited. Again, really, really cool. And that is the reason I actually bought this journal, was because I did go on this trip, and now when we go on our vacations, we are touring art museums and things like that. So that's why I decided to buy the art journal. The next one is called Artworks, where I saw it, about the artist, at first sight, after a deeper look, clipping or sketch, instant associations, what I took away, and notes. So as you view art, like I have this new favorite painting now, Spring, or Primavera, and this new, like I'm really loving Botticelli right now. And this is the kind of stuff I want to start writing in here. And I had actually started, oddly enough, I had started doing this in a regular art journal. I actually, look, so I just took my regular visual journal, my Strathmore visual journal. This is the mixed media. Oh no, this one's a watercolor. So this is just my watercolor art journal, but I had actually decided to already do this kind of thing, writing down artists that I like, artists that I don't particularly like, what I like about them, what I didn't like about them, art styles I'm drawn to and why, interesting facts that I learned, because I am taking art history and watching all these documentaries and stuff like that. So this is just kind of like an extension of that. And then my collection, where I got it, the story, technical details. So when you do purchase art, then you can write it in here. And then books, etc. The art books that you have, which is really good for some of us, because I have a stack of art books. And sometimes I forget what's in them, and I'll be looking for something and think, which book was that in? And then I have to go look through all of them because I just don't know. Anyway, it's got the regular little Moleskine elasticy strap. And it's got the signature Moleskine pocket in the back, the accordion pocket. And it comes with cute little stickers and stuffs. So that was my two big souvenir purchases. Actually, Actually, no. My two big souvenir purchases were we bought hand-carved marble statues of the David and of Venus. There you go. Oh my God, I don't even know how long I've rambled at this point. So yeah, that's it. So then we finally got our trip home and we're sick for the rest of the weekend. And then Monday I started to feel a little bit better. Today I'm all back to normal. Today all is well. So yay. Now if you'd like to stick around, I did shoot video footage. You can stick around and watch little clips of our actual vacation and see things from the museum. You can actually see the David statue. You can see all of these paintings that I talked to you about. You can see the Leaning Tower of Pisa and just kind of take in some of the sights of Rome and Florence. That's it. I'm done. I need a drink. Yeah. Oh, next vlog I'm going to tell you about my husband going to Norfolk because he went shopping for me. And look, this is just the pencils he brought back. I have a problem. Not going into that right now. So next vlog I will show you the haul that my husband brought back for me from Norfolk. We literally went shopping together via Skype. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Next video is going to be an art video, and I haven't decided which one I'm going to put up yet. I have a couple of different projects to share with you, and it's just a matter of time of rolling them out. So art video, and then next week I will do another vlog, and if anything happened, I'll do another vlog. My life's kind of boring most of the time, so I don't know. It may just be me sitting here rambling about nothing. But this is it for today. I hope you enjoyed this. I don't know if I made much sense, but watch the video at the end. Like, watch the rest of the video because that's where the actual like tour and stuff is, and it's pretty cool stuff. It's really cool sights to see. If you enjoy this, normally I share lots of art videos, but I will be doing the vlog, like I said, probably once a week or every other week or so, and throwing that in there as well. So if you like what I do on a regular basis, hit the subscribe button. That way you don't miss all of that. And then share it with your friends. Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, wherever. Share it everywhere. And then that way they can hang out with us too. You can find me all over the internet. Easiest place to find me is on Facebook. So you can either search my name, Edie Knoyer, or Mixed Mediology on Facebook and hang out with me there. You can also find me on Pinterest and Twitter, but I'm never there. And my website, but it's still kind of an abandoned wasteland, so don't go there yet. Anyway, YouTube is the place to be. And remember, if you do want to order custom artwork from me, you can always email me at mixedmediology@gmail.com. I think I just did my finger the wrong way. So, mixedmediology@gmail.com for custom orders. You can also send me questions there. Just, hey, how you doing? All that good stuff. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you enjoyed this. Hope it wasn't too rambly, but you know, that's kind of how I am, so I don't know what to tell you about that. And I will see you next time. Mwah. Bye!
So after about a 2.5 hour clusterfuck waiting in line, not to get into the Coliseum again, and then about a 45-minute clusterfuck waiting in line to get into the Roman Forum, we have finally made it inside the gate of the Roman Forum. Christopher! Wait! So we're not even sure what the Roman Forum is, but our ticket covered it, so we're here. Watch where you're walking. We're standing at the top of what I think is Palatine Hill, overlooking the city and the ruins. I think that's the Roman Forum, straight across. Ah, the aviary. And a fountain.
I had no passport. That came off.
This is beautiful over here.
Oh, the first water.
Oh, it has coins.
Guess where that water drips right down to?
Yeah!
Right underneath, remember? Saw the waterfall underneath?
Oh yeah, that's how you get to the water underneath.
Look, it's fresh.
Where?
Okay. It's fresh. Ooh, it's cold.
No, I don't drink that water.
You're not. Standing on top of Palatine Hill, looking down into the ruins.
With the red backpack and the blue sweater.
And what we think is the Roman Forum and
What?
a ruined Roman city.
Alright, see the long line of people? Yeah. Right there, he's passing that pillar. He's turning right now. Red backpack. I don't know. You see him?
No, I don't see a red
Right, you
backpack.
see where the giant wall is, the pillar? Now look, right over to the left.
That should be.
Right, sorry.
Well, what are we going to do if it is?
Go down. Going. Huh?
They would never be able to hear us. This is inside the Roman Forum and all of the ruins. That's where we were, over there at the Palatine. Christopher!
Ancora prima di venire qua.
Gyerekkorban meghalt fia.
Excuse me.
Oh, that's the statue.
So we are walking up to the Castillo San Pedro, which is the castle of San Pedro. And this is the castle that is supposedly the home of the Illuminati, which Christopher's really excited about. Sorry, baby.
Не, напротив.
All along the way are vendors for different things.
Hola. Venga, mira. Bella la Elo.
Wenn Sie jetzt von hier zurückschauen, hier kann man das Ganze eigentlich
Somebody's coming through because all the vendors are packing up and leaving real quick. I don't know what castle I said this was, but this is not the Castle San Pedro. This is Castel Sant'Angelo. Either way, it's the home of the Illuminati. Or if you saw the Da Vinci Code, it's supposedly the home of the Illuminati, their headquarters. These weird guys are everywhere too. We are inside the Castillo Sant'Angelo. And there's 5 stories to it.
No photo.
No video? The view from right here doesn't even look real. Because of the way the coliseum and the whatever in the distance there doesn't even look real. So we finally made it inside the Coliseum.
Dell'Occidente, dell'Est, di Oriente, Costantinopoli, che poi diventa Istanbul. Cioè la capitale. E poi c'è il cartello con la
This is inside the Roman Coliseum. It is massive.
Quella cosa là, la vedi? La giusta, la giusta. Segui, allora guarda, segui il pavimento giallo, c'è un po' di olio sulla destra, vai avanti, vai zitta, vai avanti, vai avanti, vai avanti, vai avanti, c'è la croce, poi dopo, alla fine, un po' di olio, vedi un po' di olio, quello giallo, già no, quello giallo.
So you have to pause this to read it because I have to stop recording. And now we're down on the lower deck of the Coliseum, right by the arena, right in front of the arena where they used to have the games. The gladiators would fight wild animals in all of these alcoves and tunnels. And then all the people who were supposed to be hanged would be brought kicking and screaming and naked and thrown to the wild animals in here. So we are in Rome at the Coliseum metro station, and we are waiting for the train to get here. I don't know which way our train's coming from. Oh, there comes one. That one's ours. This is our train. And you only have a short amount of time because the doors were closed. And it's standing room only. Huh? Hold on. We're off. So we're at the stop before our stop. The train is kind of thinned out. We were actually able to sit down. Let's see if I can film out the window. You get anything? Oh, my camera lens is all dirty. Oh no, that's the window that's all dirty.
Prossima fermata, Uruguaiana. Treno per Lauretina, next stop, Uruguaiana. Train 2, Lauretina. Uruguaiana. Uscita lato sinistro. Arriving at Uruguaiana. Left side exit. Uruguaiana. Treno per
So we are in Florence, Italy, and we've been walking down the street looking at little shops, and I think we have finally reached the Uffizi Museum at the Piazza Duomo, and it is massive. Oh my god. Wow. We're actually going to this museum tomorrow. We're just out shopping and looking around today.
Was hat auch eine Brustordnung ist das Gebäude, ne?
This is the other side of the building, the piazza.
Where's Duke?
I don't know, he was right there.
Not anymore.
That way?
Yeah.
And this is the back side of the building.
Ça me fait, oh là là, toujours aussi belle.
There are people way up on the top of that tower.
Punto pelota. Se lo dije así tal cual. Y la siguiente coge. Oh, yallah. Skliyun dokutin tu. ¿Tienes skliyun dokutin tu?
Bene, continua così. E dopo Matteo.
Do you have coin? Oh, where's the, do you have coins? Small coins? Yeah.
And make a wish.
You could put that one as a dime. So we have just stepped into the Uffizi, into the Accademia Galleria museum, and this is the first thing you see when you walk in. Wow. These are those 4 unfinished ones.
Oh, yeah.
Michelangelo.
Hey, look. There it is. In all its glory. Huh?
If I'm not mistaken, he was forced to stop making these.
What?
If I'm not mistaken, he was forced to stop making these.
Why?
Because of the subject matter. I don't remember the whole story, but
No flash? Is that what you're saying?
yes. Wow, it's huge. It's massive. He is huge.
Huh?
He is huge. He's over 20 feet tall. I don't even know how tall he is, but he's huge. Every vein, every muscle, every detail. Amazing.
That's the long leather strap.
Oh, there's a glare. I don't know if I can get the whole thing.
Oh,
There we go. You have to pause this if you want to read the whole thing. Ah, there's more statues in there.
There's something draped over his back. It's back there on his back, too.
Somebody flashed.
Someone said it was a leather strap.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It was leather. They look like leather back there.
Oh yeah, there's a leather strap.
You can't just be clearly influenced.
Excuse me, John. The oil is shiny and there's a glare. The oil is shiny and there's a glare and it's hard to record. Daphne and Chloe.
Yep. 1834. That's not as old. What? Who's exhibit?
Excuse me, I have to go down.
Uh-huh. She said what?
Where that at?
I can't tell you right now.
Oh.
I know some of these statues.
Yeah.
I don't know. They won't let us in. Which doesn't make any sense. I really like this, how it's the one main focal point and then several images telling the story of that focal point. I don't know if you can read this. You have to pause it to read the whole thing. I'm seeing a lot of layers here in what I think could be old-time mixed media, because there's got to be other stuff on here to create texture. Or even if it is just paint, they've used something to create the design in the paint. It's like original mixed media. And everything has a three-dimensional element, which I really love. I'm really digging this multiple story on one painting idea too. It's so much gold. And all of these little shadow box things are really cool too. So this is the first one of these paintings that I've seen where Mary actually looks older. Even though Jesus is represented as older as well, she normally still looks just as young as him. Now we're in the musical instrument museum. These are called hurdy-gurdies. That's one of the weirdest instruments I've ever seen.
Look at the French horn.
This is a piano guitar. And like the original flat top guitar. Look at that crazy horn. A few crazy horns. There's also a giant vase over here. Taller than me. Such interesting pianos. been wandering around trying to find the museum. The thing we thought was the museum was not the museum. That is actually the Uffizi Museum. And there are plaster casts of all the original statues over there as well. And many more. Hercules and Nessus.
He was thrown into a maze, and there was a great beast there waiting for him, and Hercules took it down.
Such a glare. See the texture in the fabric. Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Look, you can see the texture. Huh. You can see the texture in the fabric. Look at the detail in that fabric.
Yeah.
That is crazy. Wow. These are all Botticelli.
Who?
Botticelli. He's the one that did the Birth of Venus. So we're coming into the room with the Birth of Venus, and she's over there behind the glass.
Let me get a picture.
I want to move over closer towards the center so I can see it better. You have to pause this if you want to read the whole thing. Thank you.
Yeah, you can't see it, but there are.
Yeah.
And those looking at them, and those snakes are that's the carriage around. Yeah, you got to carry the
You have to pause if you want to read the whole thing. You can even see the tears on their faces. Scusi.
What?
Yeah.
The dual section. Did you read that?
No, I can't read it from here. I'll have to pause this to read it. The crown is 3D. There's so much gold in it. And the gold is metallic against the matte flesh tones.
Bacchio Bandinello. That's what Bacchus. No, that's the person who created it. Yeah. Children. Someone with their kids.
That one down there. I know that.
Huh?
I know that one down there too.
No lights,
no flash.
It's off.
Not the telemeter lights.
I can't turn that part off. I don't know what to tell you.
Excuse me. Judith Lang Florence. The women had to do all the dirty work. Excuse me. Sacrifice of Isaac. This one. Back.
Non benissimo. Gliela faccio subito.
Ciao mamma. So we just parked in Pisa and we are coming up to the Leaning Tower of Pisa.
You know.
It looks crazy.
Just sitting on the middle. I know, right?
It leans 12.5 feet from where it should. It leans 12.5 feet crooked.
Look at it. Is this the other guy? Mm-hmm. Babe?
Maybe.
Yeah,
Crazy how crooked it is.
Do a selfie.
Okay.
Vai fare male, io
Even the base around it is slanted. There's less of a wall on this side than there is on that side. It looks like it's built this way on purpose. But I don't think it was. Huh. I don't know why they would even build anything on that side of the building. Because odds are it's going to fall at some point. That's crazy.
Yeah, but
I thought it was the Leaning Tower of Pisa.
It might have been one
Mount
years
Rushmore.
ago.
What?
It might have been one years ago, but I don't know about now.
Yeah. Mount Rushmore. And what's the last one? And, oh, and the Taj Mahal. I thought it was those seven.
Where's Daddy? This is the building that's across from the Leaning Tower of Pisa. Will you take a photo of that doorway with the arch and everything?
I already did. With the heart?
Yeah. And this is Pisa from the front side.
The Taj Mahal, the Leaning Tower of Pisa.
Crazy. So we're inside the Rome airport waiting for our flight to depart. And there's this really cool wooden installation of the Da Vinci, what's his name? Man. I can't think of what it's called. Very cool. So we're in the Rome airport, and after about a billion fuck-ups and issues, I've gone past the point of being pissed off into delirium, and look at what I see in the airport. It's the Moleskine store. I don't know if I can film in here, but look at, oh my God. I'm gonna go pet everything in the store. Look at this, oh my God. Moleskine pins, Moleskine notebooks, Moleskine bags, Moleskine phone cases. Oh, I'm gonna pet everything. Look, I know someone who would love that. Oh, look. Curious. Lego ones. Booklets. Okay, now I'm gonna go pet everything. Huh?
Sights to see. If you enjoy this, don't forget to hit the little subscribe button. That way you don't miss all of the rambling. I need a drink. Where's my drink for real?